So, Sixer has finally released, or Guest 666. Also, Veronica has come with them. And in this video, I'm going to be reviewing the Guest 666 Veronica update. And I'm going to be saying a bunch of stuff about Guest 666 Veronica, the skins, this, that. And yeah, so let's do this. First of all, let's start with explaining Veronica. So, she has a passive where she can't be healed by Elliot or Builderman, and can't use medkits and stuff. But she has a battery and a move that can heal herself with the battery. And then she can also skate in a graffiti area, which I'm going to cover. And if you hit a wall or something, it stops. But it also drains your stamina. But it is faster than walking, so it is a good way to get rid of a killer. You can also do a trick, and if you do 3 in a row, your battery will recharge. But this graffiti is a spray paint, and it sprays paint on the wall, on screen. And basically that's a what's it called? Thing. It's very good for running away. Finally, the last move makes you tap your head, and you have 3 modes. Phase, where you phase through the killer. The bumper, which is kind of like Guest's charge, but better. And the last one, I'm pretty sure lets you turn better. So now, let me just tell you, may not seem like a bunch, but picture this. Noob's Bloxy Cola. You're allowed to jump. Guest charge. Shaletsky heal. Oh yeah, I forgot about the battery move that lets you heal, Shaletsky's heal, because just what the Clanker needed. Anyway, so they can heal themselves. They can do this. They can literally listen. Veronica counters almost every killer in the game. She can literally, if you're a John Doe or a Slasher, you're getting out looped. Slasher can't compare to Veronica's movement, because any good Veronica is just going to bounce off walls. They're basically hacking. Veronica's basically exploiters. It's literally just exploiting, because this skate move. Also, if you're on mobile, it's practically impossible to do any tricks seen on screen. I couldn't do any tricks in this clip and anywhere. I don't know. I've done everything clicking my screen when I do it, and I can't do it. Anyway, so Guest, it's just a combination of Noob, Guest, Shaletsky, and yeah, that's it. But she's just the best survivor right now. She's a survivalist who can heal themselves and help the team. Sure, she can't turn invisible like 07 and Noob, but they need to really test these characters. As you can see, this John Doe just killed me now. Just now. Literally, this character can do everything almost every other, class can do, but better. And also, not to mention, if you want to, use that bumper move, it does more knockback than, Guest's charge. It does a lot more knockback, actually. And also, you can literally wall jump with the skate. You can just jump off walls. You can just search up Veronica jumping off walls, and you will see it. They're doing kick flips, this, that. It's it's an actual skater. But my personal thoughts on Veronica: fun to play if you know what you're doing. Not fun to go against if you're not playing if you're playing 1x1x1, Slasher, John Doe, you're screwed. Cool Kid and Nolly can aim up and also catch up if they make distance. Nolly is probably the second best killer against V because of Void Rush. You'll be able to Void Rush right back up to the V, or you could teleport, but also the Nova just allows you to knock him out the sky. Cool Kid is pretty good because you can knock him out the sky and slow them down, but Walk Speed isn't the best at catching up because you can't turn it. So if the Veronica steers and decides, oh, I don't want to jump on this wall because the cool kid's just going to walk speed. So I'm just going to jump off this wall. Boom, 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 boom. It's gone. They're gone. Like, you're not catching up to them. Because this Veronica is so OP. As you can see in this clip, I'm playing bad with Veronica, and I'm still, like, standing. I haven't even gotten close to dying because of this bullshit heal, bro. Like, Veronica is just too broken. I don't understand why Veronica's this good. And how would I nerf Veronica if you're... This is how I'll nerf Veronica. Firstly, I would make the heal have, what's it called? More cooldown. 100 seconds. That's at least, like, a good start. But it could heal more per battery, which could compensate for this. Second of all, Skate can't do any more than 3 tricks. 3 tricks is already lots of distance, but listen, you can do, as long as you do a trick, you can do unlimited tricks with Skate. You can go to one end to the other end of the map if you know what you're doing. But, another thing that I would do is, the spray paint move is actually pretty balanced. I like spray paint, and that's pretty good. Broadcast is alright. Also, just something for quality of life. I wish they would make it so Veronica can't actually request, because like for stuff, because like she can't use heals. Also, I think making her like Elliot with 80 to 90 health would really like improve Veronica, because it would make her like balanced. Even if they didn't change anything and just made her have 80 health, it could be pretty balanced actually. Like, I think they don't even have to do the battery, as long as they just make Veronica have 90 to 80 health, and what's it called, the Skate only being able to do three tricks. I think Veronica would actually be a pretty balanced survivor. Everything else around Veronica, no, we can get that out of here. And a couple last thoughts about Veronica. If you want some tips against Veronica, I would say is to attempt to, if you're in chase, get to your spray paint zone and fly across the map. But tips against Veronica, I would say, is to use, like, moves that will slow Veronica down to catch up. Because Veronica is, like, as long as you know how to catch up easily, you will catch up. Because Nolly, which is my killer main right now, can catch up easily because of my teleporting move. But if they don't go near any generators, Void Rush can still allow me to fly across the map, which I think is very good. Now, let's talk about Sixer, or Guess 666. Most OP killer in the game by far. Has the most health in the game, 2,500. The first passives makes him run faster to survivors as long as they have the hemorrhage, which is like Sixer's effects. When he hits you with some moves, he can get 20% faster than normal. Great. So Sixer can drink a Bloxy Cola. That's wonderful. Anyway, second passive makes it so he can give hemorrhage on attacks, and like little cracks can go on the health bar, and this health can't be healed back. So if there's cracks on your health bar, you need to ask someone to help you. You can also pick up blood orbs that make his hemorrhage meter go up, which is like this little bar every time you hit someone on a Sixer, which when Sixer gameplay will appear on the screen, you'll see. Anyway, his M1 has a huge hitbox, biggest in the game, and does 20 damage, which is fair, I guess. It's like not a good damage, which is good for Sixer. Anyway, his first real move is called Demonic Pursuit. So basically, he charges up and then rushes forward, jumping up like that, and she can go like aim up, down. So we've got a moving, gashing wound. Depending on your hemorrhage, can do your whole health. So he's good counterplay against Veronica because he can also get elevated. So if you can read a Veronica's attack when they're about to jump up and do a trick, you jump up as Sixer and you beat them down and remove their skate zone and they're cooked. Also, Sixer with this move like can do 40 damage at max. So don't. It's not going to do your entire health bar, but it can do a lot of it. He can jump vertical, as I said, and that's pretty good for Sixer. Now, his next move is a Scream, and this does 0 damage, but it will make the person turn the camera to face Sixer and blind them. This also makes the guest faster and stronger. Which, this is actually a pretty good concept for a move. Like, I mean, the whole concept of Sixer is being like a demonic beast, if I'm correct. So, I think Sixer having like a howl scream this is his very good concept. He has Blood Rush, which is like just any aura reading move in the game. Then Blood Hunt. When the blood bar is full, he pauses the timer. He's immune to stuns. He can't use Blood Rush. He's also stronger. His chase theme, he's got Jason's Slasher's passive, which allows him to be more stealthy for his chasing to play. Every time he kills someone, that timer extends by 15 seconds. Also, resetting his cooldowns. Also, any stun will make it so Sixer literally just gets slowed down for a couple seconds. And Sixer's already broken enough without this. If you can see in this clip, I'm molly-whopping this whole team. The guest missed their charge earlier, and I literally, before their charge ended, I did most of their health bar with Demonic Pursuit. It is a bit harder to see during Blood Hunt, which I'll give it that. That's pretty good. But it can also see people when they're on undetectable. Okay, so we've got walk speed override, but vertical. Good balance move, don't even have to talk about it. An M1, which is the best M1 in the game, if in terms of utility and stuff. And Jason's raging pace combined with Slasher's raging pace, combined with pausing the timer and just... Alright, let me just tell you, pausing the timer is already enough. I think it should just not pause we can pause the timer, just don't give Sixer all these buffs. Don't give him any damage buffs, nothing. Now, let me tell you some counterplay against Sixer, so you can do good against him. First of all, he can be looped around basically anything. This is very good, because of his big size and his huge M1s, if you're looping around like a box and stuff, it's very hard for Sixer to do some damage. Secondly, playing like, what's it called? Playing as kind of like a team play, like helping the team out and having a whole team that can help each other out really helps against Sixer, because but you don't want them, unlike other, I know that's a general tip for all killers, but as Sixer, you don't want everyone to be bunched up, because then he can give hemorrhage to everyone and get a blood hunt every 5 seconds. So you want to keep everyone to be near each other, but not directly close, so we can hit a bunch of moves, and keep getting a blood hunt. You want Sixer to, let's just say, like Elliot's and Chance's. I think because Chance can stun from far away, he can be good against Sixer, because you don't need to be directly there in the team. So, my opinions will change, definitely, because I don't have much knowledge on this, and there's not much videos on Sixer, but anyway, so Chance can do a support from afar, and Elliot's can help you against your, what's it called? Like his high damage moves. Oh, so guest 1337 I'll say as well, because this, unlike Sixer, which I'll be referring to while I'm talking about guest, I'm talking to guest 666 as Sixer, so I don't get confused by the two guests. Because guest can block his huge attacks, because his attacks are so huge, and he can't see very good over himself. He can practically see over, not see over. They can't see his block. Also, I'd say Taff is another good counter, because it's hard to see trip mines. So yeah, to summarize it, build Chance, Taff, and Guest. And I guess Sorta Elliot are his big counters. Also, looping in tight spots, and having a team that is close, but not too close, so we can't get much hemorrhage. On a kind of positive note, John Doe's milestones are now legacy, and now he has new ones. And 1x milestones now have legacy and new ones. This is milestone 1 of 1x, 1x, 1x1's new milestones. He's a kind of like a ghoul. No special, really anything. I hate this milestone. I don't really like much of the new milestones, but this one seems more like a skin than a milestone. I guess milestones are skins, but it seems more like a Bible skin in the shop than a milestone, really. Like, I get it. I guess I can kind of see what they're doing, where 1x is rotting so that his things are rotting, but I think making him like a king of an army like it was before, like a general of his army of Rottens, was a lot better than whatever this amalgamation of colours is. So yeah, I'll be rating this a 3 out of 10, because this is just horrible, but it is milestone 1, so I'll give it something for that. Also, no custom animations, which I guess it is a milestone 1. No custom sound effects. But anyway, let's move on to milestone 2, which is a big step up. It's also a pirate like Shedletsky's milestone 2, which can bring in that aspect of 1x and Shedletsky being the same being. Custom eye, custom swords. I like the little bubble effects. It's pretty cool. Again, feels more like a skin to me. This feels more like a skin I can buy in the shop for like 500 to 1,000 player points, which is alright, I guess. This skin is actually pretty good. Like, if I didn't have my other skins, like, I would still run this skin. It's like the bubbles are pretty cool, as I said. Special eye, which I think is pretty good, which is kind of an unstable eye. What's it called? Custom thing, but I'm not gonna stretch it, bro. No custom sound effects, really. Anyway, now milestone 3, which now, okay, we went from 1x, 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 1 to Dragon Fruit 1x, 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 1, which, so first, I'll rate, like, his design's pretty bad, to be honest. It's not over the top, but it's not under the top, but it's not even average either. It's just amalgamation of colours. Custom animations, though, which do milestone 3s and 4s have, which I do like. He does a spin with his attacks, and this puts a bit more kind of like character into these. Unstable eye, custom, which I think it's pretty good, because it kind of reminds me of the Hacker Lord. I'm not sure if it's Hacker Lord's animations would change for that, but kind of reminds me. This is literally just Hacker Lord. Like, they copied Hacker Lord's homework. Anyway, now we have Dragon Fruit 1x, 1x, 1x1, which I see what they were doing. He's a fourth dimensional being. He's got like a tesseract in his chest, I've been hearing. I don't really know what that is. I heard about it in like the Minecraft movie or something. Anyway, custom animations, which is always a plus to give the character more thing. This actually doesn't feel like a like this in Milestone 3 doesn't really. They feel more like milestones actually than the other ones. It is. I do like this one better than Milestone 3, but I like Milestone 2 the best. I like this one. This is my second favourite. Milestone 2 is definitely my favourite because This one doesn't really excel at anything. It just looks more like a dragon fruit than the last one. I do prefer the old milestones. I know it just looks like recycled 1x1x1, but yeah. Anyway, John Doe milestone 1, the new one, looks like an office worker. Not bad actually. I could see myself running this. It's a pretty calm skin. Custom spikes, kinda. Pretty sure these are custom. I would see myself running this skin as a beginner. Like, doesn't look bad, but doesn't look good. Just looks like a clean skin. It's like Bouncer Guest, where it's like a clean skin. If you guys like, I thought everyone really agrees that Bouncer Guest is a really clean skin, but that could just be my opinion, or that could just be a fact. All my friends agree that Bouncer Guest is. Anyway, this isn't a guest video. It is, but not the right guest. Anyway, this isn't bad. Milestone 2, it's kind of like the last one, but a bit more corrupted, which I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Milestones are supposed to show a progression, so shouldn't be entirely different. This is only milestone 2. Milestone 3 and stuff is where it really should be with milestones. This is pretty good. Lots of detail. I like the arm. The arm is pretty good. No custom animations just yet. Everything's just alright with these first 2 milestones. They're definitely better than the 1x ones. Would I run them over the legacy ones? Yes, I would run these over the legacy ones. Because, I would run legacy milestone. Anyway, this is milestone 3, which is actually pretty good. I really like this. The arm reminds me of This Is Going to Be Perfect SMG4, which is always a very good reference. Like, not a very good reference, but it's good to reference stuff. Custom spikes, pretty good. Like, lots of detail. His arm is very, very cool. There is a custom kill animation, but I don't have that, like, anyone to do it with. For the milestone 4, I did have to get someone else to get this. I got this on YouTube. So, custom running animation we can see. This is definitely my favorite milestone. Like, this is definitely the best out of the bunch, because it doesn't look like a rock. To be honest, I do like those old milestones. I like milestone 4 of these ones the best, but the old ones I did like. I did like milestone 3 and 4 on the old ones, and I did like milestone 3 on the old ones. These aren't horrible, but these aren't like the good anyway. I like the spikes. This is going to be perfect SMG4 spikes. I think that might have been what they're basing it off. But yeah, if you watch the movie, you will know. Some custom animations, which is always a plus. Custom kill animation, which is pretty good, which is with the other one. Anyway, another skin that I really liked during this update was this Noli skin for Artful, which didn't release, but it's gotten so much love this update. I have to really talk about it. It's literally like it just released. So, we got a new Swing and Nova sound effect. Swing also got a custom animation, which is very cool. They added his wand. I've actually started playing Dive Death, so I might make a video on it. Anyway, this is a pretty good sound effect, which that Naruto thing's based off the, what's it called? Wall sound effect in Dive Death. Anyway, I like the custom sound effects and animation. Animation is not really excelling at anything, but the custom sound effect is a good plus. I'm not sure if any Noli skins also have a custom sound effect. This is a very good, like, dash animation. Like, it's kind of like Walk Speed Override. Anyway, this is the Observant animation. You swing your wand around, kind of like the intro, and you hold your thing like that. Then when you teleport, that's what it looks like. This is what it actually looks like, the thing. Like the Noli generator icons. This skin's pretty aura. Also, there's the admin Noli skin, which I'm not going to steal credit from Zoatrix, so I will leave his link in the comments, and you guys can look at his video, because I don't want to steal his passion, hard work, and drive, but this skin is definitely something I'll be wanting to get. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and be tuned for the next one. Now you can take off your green beanies, because the video was over. Just tell me if this video was good. I actually really enjoyed making this video.